Well, the salubrious location of a McDonald's. The one local was too much, too busy, bit like the show. I didn't do any footage inside because walking sticks and carrier bags are not conducive to holding cameras too. So we got a pair of old school northeastern hoppers and an old plank wagon as well. They was all off one dealer. I did buy a house. Well, I was in the process of purchasing the house, but misread the sign at £5. It was actually 15. So yeah, she had that back. Parcel wagon was £8. There was a guy selling sound fitted Bachmann locos for 120 and 150 quid, but if I can't see them running and he's not taking credit card, then I'm not risking it. Let's see if he's going to back into me. So, while I was at his stall though, he was doing these for £5 a pop, which these are £15-17 kits now. Some are 12 if they're old school. This one is the occupational archers. I have got a few, but as I know I'm probably going to do a retaining wall, it's worth me getting another couple. And he was doing them at £5 each, so there was no arguments from me. Well, I thought this box was a little bit full, maybe more in here than I expected, and I think we have got more than expected, so that's a win-win. Well, it doesn't actually contain much of that. Where is it? That's about it. Maybe some random bits of that, but they are all in here, along with these pieces, which is basically another one of these, because we've got the abutments, the brick inlays, or the working occupational pieces, the arches. There's the full 4 there, I think, or 3, plus all of the pieces for making the top, covering it in. And then we have a couple of, these are the detailed packs from the buildings. You got the chimney pots, bits and pieces like that. They may be, I can scratch build chimney stacks. These are the little pieces you use inside the corners of the houses, just as a right angle brace. There's a few strips of them. One random window. Some 4-wheel sheets. So I think a pack of those is about nearly £5. So actually not what I expected, but actually better. Well, for me, because the arch kits aren't cheap. And that means, you know, if I get an odd end, I can use up all these odds without breaking into a new box, which means I can then sell the box if I don't need it. Those famous last words of a railway modeller. Well, hopefully we're in shot. I've got the camera on one of those little mounts because I've had to plug it into the mains. The old batteries in it are not lasting very long now. Check that. Quite short. I think this is more wheels kits, staying on the theme of the last segment from my trip to Spalding. One brick arch kit. And hopefully all that. Like a small kit there, getting a bit of glare off the old ring light above. It's the deck girder bridge. Combined parcels from China, AliExpress again. some of this may or may not be quite related to this channel. It may be my other Norfolk Hillbilly channel, because there is some more accessories for the brewery. What have we got here? A little wheelie thing, I think it is, yep. So this, you can see, it looks like a little saw wheel. There's 3 in there, which I think they are, the spacing between each teeth is 0.85, 0.9 and 1mm. The idea of that is you put it in this little tool, which looks similar to a scalpel blade holder. It's made of aluminium, so it's quite good. They are, as you can see, rivet tools. So you run that along your thin plastic, and the little perforated wheel will put dints into the plastic and give you the effect of rivets on plastic. Yes, well, not quite related to this channel as I suspected, so we'll move swiftly on. Take down just to keep them all in place. These are 51 or 53mm pins for obviously placing stuff, for modelling and dressmaking, to hold them in place while the glue sets. Aha! This is some etch work. If you recall, I've got some American tank cars to repair, so I ordered this very fine etching. Similar, there we are. That's slightly bloody curved, despite them putting it in cardboard. They only used 1 layer of cardboard. This one as an alternative. This is almost as fine as like the screen on your electric razors. And unfortunately it's buckled. Should be okay though for cutting for walkways. Can't really see very well because the light's reflecting off it. Give it a warm white. There we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? So you can see that is even finer than that one. There's a scale comparison. Here's the tip of a ballpoint pen. So that is for walkways and decking areas. I think that's it so far. Oh no, we've got the other box, haven't we? Duh. Let's just I don't know whether I have my address on that bit or not, but I think this should be the trees to replace the other trees that weren't quite correct in the order. So I ordered some more, give him a message, and he said he would let the people know, and he would put 6 22cm trees in addition to the pair I bought. So basically I should have 4 free ones and 2 I paid for, I think. Whether I have or not is another matter. And I did buy 2 bags of their little scatter, which I've had before, but it's nice and fine. I bought some last year of it, a bit random white foam in that one. And let's have a look, see what we've got. 2 big trees. I think we're zoomed out on here. Let's have a look. I can't remember. Yeah. So they are 2 there. 2 more there. And another 2. So he did honour his word. These are that sort of kind of crusty paste that they've painted on, which needs sealing and paint into a more suitable grey bark colour. Jigged together. Where's my tape measure? They look like 18s. No, they're 22s. They certainly would be time I fluff them out. So you can see there against my large hand, there's quite a spread there, and we can move the twiggy bits out when I'm ready. And I want to shape the trees first, because obviously it's going to break some of this material I've used to cover it and paste them on. Open the branches up somewhat like that. And it looks like it's been in a storm at the minute, but obviously it's travel from the other side of the world. You get things like that where the branches are unwrapped. Obviously if I'm going to move that, that's going to crack. So the idea is I will shape the tree to some idea of what I want, and then paint it in PVA or Mod Podge or something, and let that dry so it seals the tree, and then spray it and decorate it. But for what these are costing, I will still make some myself, but the time you buy the wire and cut it, shape it, then these prove quite favourable. I think these work out about £5. Let me have a look. Well, these are currently running at about £6 and a penny each. They have been reduced from £7.51, but if you watch them, and the prices vary and will come down to £5.41, I think they were when I bought them. Then they do a 23 centimetre tree, which is very similar. It's just more trunk with the branches coming out. They're singles at £3.33. And then there's an 18, which is the same. And then they do some flock materials that you can buy at the same time to put on them. But I shopped elsewhere usually for them. So yeah, some big old trees coming up. Obviously pine trees and stuff like that, they don't seem to make those, so I will still be making some wire trees, but you can see there's a little bit of an idea they're doing the sort of similar twisting, but everyone's different, and obviously you can move the branches around. So like I say, for the money, considering you've got to buy them, I mean yes they need more work doing to them, but I'm happy with them. I will be making some myself, but so there we have it. All for now.